From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Nova Scotia's Premier is calling U.S. President Donald Trump's latest tariff threat childish bullying behaviour, causing people on both sides of the border to suffer. Tim Houston says the updated threat of 35% tariffs starting August 1st is illegal and unnecessary at a time when Canada is working in good faith to reach a trade deal. He says the threats are why Canadians are not buying U.S. products and cancelling trips stateside. Houston says the province will work harder to set up buy local programs and find new trading partners. When Prime Minister Mark Carney was sworn in back in March, he was required to file information about his assets and potential conflicts of interest with the Commissioner's office. Now we learn that he has called on his Chief of Staff, Marc-André Blanchard, to follow up on that commitment with an ethics screen to prevent Carney from making decisions that benefit his former employer, Brookfield. A spokesperson for the PMO says Carney is working with the Ethics Commissioner to exceed the rules and guidelines already in place. Police in Hamilton, Ontario are looking for a gunman this morning, wanted for a deadly shooting incident in the city's downtown core. They say one woman was killed and a man injured in the Friday afternoon incident, while the suspected shooter managed to flee the scene. Investigators are asking anyone who may have been in the area of Jackson Square between 5 and 6 p.m. Friday to contact police if they saw anything. Now, south of the border, where journalists are reacting after U.S. President Donald Trump responded to questions about the Texas flood alert system Friday, saying that only an evil person would ask about it. Lisa Falkenberg, columnist for the Houston Chronicle, spoke with ABC News about the exchange.
Her question is not, it's not in contrast. It's not, against all of the lovely things that were said and very true things said about how Texans are coming together.
More than 100 people were killed in the early July 4th disaster, and dozens more remain missing, even as rescue and recovery efforts continue. Overseas now, where at least 2 people were killed overnight as Russia continues its pounding of Ukraine with hundreds of drones. Moscow has stepped up its bombing campaign recently, further dampening hopes for any kind of a breakthrough in efforts to end the more than 3-year-old war. Officials say the 2 deaths were attributed to falling debris from one of the 597 drones and decoys that Russia fired, along with 26 cruise missiles. And finally, researchers studying puffins on an island at the mouth of the Bay of Fundy say they found a very old bird. The University of New Brunswick's Daniel Oliker says one of the tuxedo birds on Machias Seal Island is about 33 years old. Oliker says puffins in the wild usually live to their mid-20s, so finding and studying this one was amazing and exciting. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, originally scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff Friday night, the contest between the Calgary Stampeders and the hosting Saskatchewan Roughriders has been put off until later Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, due to poor air quality from burning wildfires in the prairies. Meanwhile, the Toronto Blue Jays bounced back with a 7-6 win over the Athletics in West Sacramento, California. Alejandro Kirk and Nathan Lucas each had 2 RBIs. Max Scherzer struck out 8 batters over 6 strong innings of work. Meanwhile, Cody Bellinger hit 3 home runs, including one that sparked a 3-run third inning, as the New York Yankees crushed the visiting Chicago Cubs 11-zip. And on the basketball court, Gabby Williams had 18 points and 5 assists as the Seattle Storm overcame a sloppy start to improve to 13-8 on the season with a 79-65 victory over the visiting Connecticut Sun in WNBA action. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.